Hello, and welcome to another bunch of sets of battles in Go Battle League Season 13. And the reason why the list along the side has doubled in size is because we are currently smack dab in the middle of Go Battle Days, which means we have a grand total of 20 sets that we can complete throughout Saturday, and another 20 sets that we can complete throughout Sunday as well. So looking forward to doing that. The other close to 20 sets sometime tomorrow, but today we did a couple of battles here and there just to test out some teams in Great League, but for the most part we do still have at the very least 10 sets available for us to battle in tonight. As to whether or not we'll actually complete all 10 before midnight hits, that's up in the air. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. But for now, the plan for tonight is to take on... Excuse me. Oh yeah, also apologies. I had a little bit of a coughing fit earlier, right before the stream, so if it starts acting up again, I do want to apologize in advance. But in any event, so the plan for tonight, for the first 5 sets, we're going to start things out with 2 sets in Great League, 2 sets in Ultra League, and then close out with 1 final set in Master League. And then after that, if we have time, we will do that same routine over for sets 6 through 10, 2 Great, 2 Ultra, and then 1 Master, or however many we're able to complete before it starts getting well into Sunday. Yeah, in any event, that is the plan for today. Just to kind of know where we currently are in the rankings, we are currently at rank 17. Managed to secure ourselves 82 wins out of 135 battles, so, you know, arguably, so far so good. Let's see if we can... excuse me. Let's see if we can increase that win rate and maybe, possibly, cross our fingers, get to the ratings portion of the of Go Battle League, you know, after rank 20 and all that. But we'll just have to... Only way to get there is to get through some battles, so we'll go ahead and jump into some basic rewards. We're going to start things off in Great League, and first team we're going to start out with is an Azumarill up front and center, rocking Bubble as well as Ice Beam and Play Rough. Smack dab in the middle, we have ourselves Noctowl with Wing Attack as well as Sky Attack and Shadow Ball. And finally, to close things out, we have STUNFISK in its Galarian glory, rocking Mudshot as well as Rock Slide and Earthquake. So, team all set. Let's go ahead and jump into our first battle and see how we do. Excuse me. Alright, so first match of the night is going to be against Greg Mazda. Alright, Greg, what do you got? First matchup is going to be against a Shadow Alolan Marowak, so we're actually off to a pretty good start, all things considered. Or at least for as fast attack goes, we're actually off to a pretty good start. With that, I am going to try and tank this out, even if it is Shadow Ball or Shadow Ball, and we should be okay. Oh yeah, we're still in the green. There. With that, I'm going to go ahead and chuck an Ice Beam their way. Probably could have chucked a Play Rough for the extra stab damage, but it is what it is. And with that, we're pretty much just going to rely primarily on our fast attack damage. I will go ahead and shield out this one just to keep my Azumarill alive for as long as I possibly can. It's going to be another Shadow Bone, so thankful I blocked out that one. With that... Am I able to... Yep, we're able to close out the Marowak and keep a good amount of energy for Steelix. Shadow Steelix, mind you. And someone's rocking all the Shadow types today. I respect that. Alright, with that, they are hitting us with Dragon Tail first and foremost. So that one we don't have to worry about all too much. It's when the... when the charge attacks start coming in where we need to start getting a little concerned. But since Azumarill is currently in the red, I'm going to go ahead and let it Oh, it actually does survive the Psychic Fangs pretty well, so we're okay there. Unfortunately, it does look like Dragon Tail was able to finish off the remainder of our Azumarill there. RIP, buddy, you have served well. But with that, I'll go ahead and bring in the Pancake. Go ahead and use up the shield here. It is going to be Psychic Fang, so we didn't really need to shield there, but, you know, just in case. But with that, they're going to go ahead and bring in the Umbreon as their final one. No shadow there, so in that case, nothing to worry about. No. Event. I'm assuming this is going to be foul play. Yep. Gets us well into the yellow, but that's fine. With that, I'm going to go ahead and swap out for my Noctowl. And since we're no shields left, you're just going to need to tank out as many attacks that Umbreon throws our way. Fortunately, it looks like we're able to handle them fairly well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and respond to their attacks with my Sky Attack, and with that, we're actually able to take out their final shield there, so that's kind of nice. And with that, it's either going to be a foul play or a last resort. It's going to be another last resort. I'm getting some good damage in there. Ooh, with that, they do switch back in for the Shadow Steelix right on time. Get in the Psychic Fangs, lower my defense by a little bit. And with that, fortunately, we do have a Shadow Ball at the ready, so we'll go ahead and chuck that towards the Steelix, get them right on out of here. And with that, the Umbreon has returned, and I do have enough energy for one Earthquake, so hopefully this is enough to clear the Umbreon. If not, I'm hoping it's at least close. Alright, it doesn't clear, but it does get the Umbreon well into the red. Now let's see if we are able to survive what I'm assuming is going to be another foul play. It is. We are still alive, and we do have a Rock Slide at the ready, and I'm assuming this should be enough to finish the Umbreon. Otherwise, the Umbreon is tankier than expected. Nope. There we go. The Rock Slide clears, and we're able to secure ourselves our first victory of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Excuse me. Alright, so we're off to a solid start for the night. Managed to get ourselves our first win of this set. Let's see if we can turn this into 2 wins as we go into our next battle, which is going to be up against Pochi Pocket. Alright, Pochi Pocket, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Swampert. A Shadow Swampert, mind you. And so with that, at the very least, we are able to dish out some pretty good neutral damage right from the get-go, both with our bubbles as well as Ice Beam. The only thing that particularly worries me about going against this Swampert is that I could potentially no Sludge Wave, if anything. I'm gonna try and take my chances. Ooh, it does no Sludge Wave. Ooh, okay. That's a little bit concerning, but that is what it is. With that, they do swap in for the Noctowl. We do still have a little bit of life left in the Azumarill and an Ice Beam at the ready, so hopefully we can capitalize on that later. In the meantime, though, we have our Steel Pancake up against their Noctowl. With that, we're going to go ahead and start things off by sliding some rocks their way. Probably going to be the main theme of the day, honestly. And with that, we'll go ahead and slide some more rocks their way. Either clear out the Noctowl or clear out their shield. Or get them well in the red. That too. With that, I think I am going to go ahead and shield out this one. It's going to be another Shadow Ball. And yeah, I'd rather not deal with that as much as I possibly can. Thank you very much. Okay, and with that, we can go ahead and chuck another pair of, or slide a little more rocks their way, and I think with that we should finish off the Noctowl. Yep, there we go. And the Noctowl is no more, And now the Swampert has made its return. I think I am going to go ahead and hold on to that shield for now and say goodbye to my STUNFISK there. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, let's go ahead and bring back the Azumarill, bring in the Ice Beam. I'm pretty sure this is just going to be taking out their shield, so unfortunately I think we're going to be saying goodbye to our Azumarill here. Or actually, we can go ahead and save that for later, because now we can bring in our Noctowl to battle out with their Pidgeot. Okay. And with that, we can fire off a Sky Attack their way, get some pretty decent damage in there. Alright, and with that... excuse me, I will go ahead and shield out this one, keep my Noctowl alive as long as I possibly can. It is going to be Brave Bird, so very thankful I shielded out against that one. Alright, with that, just in case they had a little bit of reserve energy, I'm just going to go ahead and jump the gun with another Sky Attack, get their Pidgeot right on out of here. And with that, the Shadow Swampert has made its return to the field. I will go ahead and respond to its return with another Sky Attack. And with that, the Sky Attack is enough to clear the Shadow Swampert and secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so far so good. Let me grab some water real quick. Alright, there we go. Excuse me. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. I think we're okay. I think we're good. Alright. Excuse me. Rude of me. Anyway. Right now, we're holding up pretty well. We are currently 2-0. Let's see if we can keep this party going. Let's see if we can go for 3 as we move on to our next match, which is going to be up against Ultra Mega TRX. Not just any TRX, the Ultra Mega TRX. And with that, first matchup is going to be up against a Trevenant. And with that, oh. I made a mistake in timing there. That's on me. That's on me. With that, we're going to try and tank out a Seed Bomb. To some degree of success, I guess. And with that, we're going to go ahead and fire off an Ice Beam their way. Clear out their first shield. And with that, can we switch in time? Yes, we can. Go ahead and bring in the Noctowl, who should be able to tank out what I'm assuming is another Seed Bomb. Yes, it is. We're able to handle that just fine. But with that, they switch out for the Reggie. Oh, buddy. Okay. We're in it for the long haul this time. Alright, with that, we're just going to have to hope and pray Shadow Balls are enough to take down this wall, this absolute unit of a Mon. Also, we're definitely going to be spending out both of our shields on this one because we do not want to try and tank out that Zap Cannon. Thank you very much. And with that, we have another Shadow Ball heading their way. We either take out the shield or we're going to take out... Okay, we do take out a good chunk of health from the Reggie. With that, we are going to go ahead and shield again because, again, Zap Cannon is definitely not something we want to attempt to tank. Thank you very much. And with that, we can go ahead and battle it out with the Trevenant once again. And with that, we'll go ahead and chuck some rocks their way. We're getting some pretty decent neutral damage there. And with that, either going to need to tank out a Bullet Seed or tank out a Shadow Ball. Not Bullet Seed, Seed Bomb. Thank you. It does pack some pretty nasty neutral damage, but we're able to handle that just fine. With that, we'll go ahead and slide more rocks their way. And with that, we actually do clear out their second shield. Alright, so with that, what do we need to tank here? We need to tank a Bullet Seed. No, Seed Bomb. Yep. Okay. Letting that go a little too long there. That's on me. With that, let's go ahead and fire off some rocks their way, clear out the Trevenant. And with that, we just have... Ooh, we now have their own Galarian pancake to deal with. Alright, just got a little bit more complicated. That I'm gonna have to go slide some rocks our way. Go ahead and see how we handle it. We actually handle it, huh? Okay, so with that, we'll go ahead and bring back the Noctowl. I think Noctowl can survive one more rock slide. I think we're cutting it close, but I think we might be okay. We're okay. We're alive. With that, we can go ahead and fire off a Shadow Ball. I don't know if it's enough to kill, but... Oh yeah, it's nowhere near enough to kill. Alright, so with that, we are definitely going to be saying goodbye to our Noctowl here. But do I have enough energy for an Ice Beam? I don't think I have enough for Ice Beam just yet, but I should be... I want to believe I'm close. Oh, yes we are! Just in the nick of time, we have just enough energy for an Ice Beam, and this should close things out and secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. A little too close for comfort there, but I'll still take the win. GG's all around. Okay. Event. Apologies for not seeing your message earlier, but hello and welcome to the stream, Andrew Trowbridge 69. Nice. Do you know if Meltan can be shiny from the mystery box? As far as I know right now, no. I think right now Meltan's shiny rate is currently locked at the moment, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm not, and yeah, that one I'm not sure when the next time they're gonna be unlocking the shiny form of Meltan. But yeah, I think, yeah, I haven't heard any explicit news that the shiny form of Meltan is back, so I'd probably count that as no. At least right now, anyway. Probably later on, if not, if you do want other places to confirm, other than like Pokemon Go's website or Twitter or anything like that, you can always check out, who usually has good stuff? Go Hub, I think usually has good notifications on that. Leek Duck, L-E-E-K, and Duck is a good news source for that. They're usually pretty on top of that. Oh, and Pokeminers, like M-I-N-E-R-S, like mining, because they like data mine and stuff like that. They're usually good sources to confirm on that information if you ever want to check them out as well. I guess just a random plug for them, since they provide a lot of the good information for what's available and what's not. But sorry, long-winded answer, but short. To put it shortly, as far as I'm aware, no, Meltan is not shiny as of right now, but I'm sure in some future event, hopefully soon, but some future event, Meltan will be shiny again. And I'm sure they'll put a notice somewhere under their news post, or Pokemon Go, the website, or Niantic will post it on like Twitter or on their news page about that. So just keep your eyes peeled. Hopefully should be soon, but your guess is as good as mine as to when that's happening. Anyway. Sorry, I'm gonna grab some more water. Okay. So the good news is we're guaranteed going to end this in a positive win-loss ratio because we are now 3-0 for our first Great League team. Let's go ahead and see if we can keep that going though as we go for, let's see if we can go for 4-0 as we move into our next match, which is going to be up against Cryoside. Cryoside. Sorry, it just sounds like one of those one of those announcement things. Like Cryoside. Anyway, their first one is going to be a Shadow Drapion, into which case I'm going to swap out for my Steel Pancake over here. I'm going to go ahead and try and tank out this next one. I'm assuming it's going to be Aqua... Oh no, it's going to be Fell Stinger. I'm assuming that's for the attack boost. Yep, there it is. And with that, we're going to go ahead and slide some rocks their way. Actually get some pretty good damage in with the rocks, I must say. With that, we're going to go ahead and try and tank it out once again. When they have their other move is going to be Crunch. Ooh, that definitely did crunch a good amount of health out of my Steel Pancake here. And with that, let's see if we can return the favor, slide some rocks their way, and while we did not finish off the Drapion, we did manage to take out a shield at the very least, so I'll take that. With that, I will pay in kind with my own shield, as I'm assuming, yep, they're going to be launching another Crunch our way. With that, do we have... Yep, we had just enough in us to get the Drapion right on out of here and save ourselves a little bit of energy for what comes next. And what is coming next is a Glade. And with that, we're going to chuck some rocks their way, but, well, I'm assuming they would have been able to handle it, but they've decided instead to opt for the safer option and shield that right on out of here. Which is fair, that's fair. With that, they've switched in for a Sableye, who I'm assuming is packing the ever-dreaded Return. I think they are using Feint Attack, which I think does provide good energy generation, I'm not sure. Okay, but at the very least... Okay. So at the very least, it was foul play. I'm still thankful we shielded it, but, you know, it was not returned, so didn't have to worry there, I guess. But with that, they have decided to call it a night, so we're able to get ourselves victory number 4 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, we are now at a solid 4-0. Let's see if we can end it with a full 5-5 as we go against Carmazed. Be Carmazed as we duke it out against a Scrafty. Alright, pretty solid start for us there. Alright, and with that, I'm assuming they're going to be chucking a... They could be chucking Acid Spray. Could be the reason why the Scrafty's still here. But it's going to be a power-up punch. So don't need to worry too much there. And with that, we're going to go ahead and chuck a Play Rough their way. Alright, with that, we're able to take out their first shield there. And with that, we're going to go ahead and tank out whatever's coming up next. And it's going to be another power-up punch. Fortunately, we're able to handle that just fine. That we're going to be another charge move our way. Let's go ahead and see if we can tank that out as well. It's going to be power-up punch number 3. And with that, they have opted to swap out for their own Azumarill. Alrighty. With that, we're going to fire an Ice Beam their way. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap out for my STUNFISK, who is currently waiting to see... Oh, there we go. Sorry, it threw me off for a second because they kind of stopped doing things. Now that Zuma's back, I'm going to go ahead and tank out. Okay, it's going to be a Play Rough. got you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fire. I probably should have been firing. Now that I think about it, Rock Slide probably would have been better because I think the rocks are neutral damage, and I think Earthquake is I think it's not very effective. I could be wrong. With that though, they do swap back in for the Scrafty, so I'm gonna go ahead and fire another Earthquake their way. Get that going. Get their Scrafty right on out of here. And with that, the Azumarill has returned with a vengeance. Let's go ahead and slide some rocks their way, see if we can get some good neutral damage. Is this neutral damage? This is neutral damage, okay. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap back in for my Azumarill. And I'm going to go ahead and use up my final shield here. It is going to be Play Rough, which probably will pack some pretty nasty neutral damage on my Azumarill. And I'll go ahead and pay the favor in kind by firing off my own Play Rough towards their Azumarill. It does not kill, but it gets fairly close. With that, I'm assuming they had enough for one final Play Rough, so I might be saying goodbye to my Azumarill here. R.I.P. buddy. You have done well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the Azumarill with my Noctowl, and with that, the final one to deal with is going to be their Galarian STUNFISK. Those rocks are going to hurt. Those rocks are going to hurt. And with that, I'm going to be chucking some rocks our way. Okay. Alright, here's hoping we have just enough health in us to survive this next rock slide. We do. With that, let's go ahead and fire off another Shadow Ball their way. Hope for the best. Get them well in the red. And there we go. It took a little bit of extra wing attacks, but we were able to secure victory number 5 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Huh. I think they got a little close. I think 1 or 2 more mud shots and they probably would have got me with the rock slide. And it's just up to our low health Stunfisks to see which one's able to out mud shot the other. But fortunately it did not come to that. It did instead come to a perfect 5-5 to start the night. So with that, I'll take this 29-20 Stardust, this Silver Pineapple Berry. We have ourselves an encounter with a Wingull. How exciting. Always wanted a Wingull. Yay. Nah, that's cool, that's cool. Alright, the Wingull is ours. How's your stats? And with that, we can go ahead and claim these 3 rare candies as well as this 5840 Stardust. And we are now well on our way towards rank 18. And we got a cool 3600 Stardust as well. So I'll take that. Alright, so solid way to start the night with a cool 5-0. Alright, so off to a good start, excuse me. Alright. Sorry, I need some water. Okay. So with that, we are off to the races with a solid 5 wins out of 5. Let's go ahead and see if we can... I don't know if we're able to pull up that kind of numbers, but hopefully we're able to you know, keep it a positive set day during this Go Battle Day. As we jump into our next set of battles, which is once again going to be in Great League. This time around, we're going to be starting out with Rune Regis, rocking Shadow Claw as well as Sand Tomb and Shadow Ball. Hanging out dead center is going to be Alolan Ninetales, rocking Ice Snow, Powder Snow, as well as Weather Ball and Dazzling Gleam. I believe I put on that Ninetales. And closing out, we have ourselves Lantern, who is rocking Spark as well as Thunderbolt and Surf. Right, so with the team all set, let's go ahead and see how we do. Alright, with that, we got ourselves our first match of the set, and that is going to be against Tawanaka 300. Alright, Tawanaka, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against a Victini. Actually, pretty solid start for us, not gonna lie. All things considered, I'd say it's a pretty good start. I thought we'd go ahead and chuck a Sand Tomb their way. With that, we actually do take out the shield. Nice, nice, nice. And with that, I'll try Tank It. I might regret it, but I'm gonna try Tank It. The good news is we're still alive, so there's that. In any event, they've swapped out for their Toxicroak, into which case I'm going to go ahead and swap out for my Lantern. Probably not the best of choices if I had to be honest, because now I have to try and tank on a Mud Bomb. It's probably not going to be too happy about tanking that. You know. We're still hanging in there though, so... probably gonna be losing our first shield here, though. I think that's for sure. Oh, never mind. With that, we managed to clear out the Toxicroak. And with that, I'm assuming he's not gonna be Victini coming back, so it's gonna be instead Drapion, rocking the Poison Jab. No, Poison Jab, I think. We'll go ahead and take out their final shield there. Nice, nice. Excuse me. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and see if we can take out this next attack. It's going to be Crunch. And that's going to be a no-go. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, we're going to go ahead and swap in for the Alolan Ninetales, who is going to be trying to... actually, let's see if we can tank it. What do they have? It's going to be Crunch, so yeah, Crunch is not going to be a bother, but what is going to be a bit of a bother is the poison jabs. What's also going to be a bother is the return of Victini, which means we need to bring back Rune Regis. I will go ahead and try and tank out this next one as well. I'm assuming it's going to be V-Create again, which is going to take out my Rune Regis. RIP, buddy, you have served well. But with that, we're able to close things out with our Alolan Ninetales, and now all that's left is to see if we're able to survive the rest of this Drapion. Fortunately, we do have 2 shields on us, and Weather Ball is very spammy, so hopefully that is the recipe that we need to secure ourselves a victory in this match. Excuse me. And with that, they fire off another Crunch our way. I'm assuming they're firing one final Crunch our way, into which case I'm going to respond with one final shield, just in case. There we go. And with that, we have one final Weather Ball to chuck their way. And with that, we should be G to G. Yes, we are. With that, we're able to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's all around. Alright, so we are off to a solid start once again. We got ourselves 1 win out of 1. Let's see if we can double that up as we move to match number 2, which is going to be up against Jedi Yoda 001. The original Jedi Yoda. First matchup is going to be up against a Medicham. In which case we actually have ourselves a pretty solid start here, not gonna lie. With that, they're going to swap out for a Pelipper, into which case I will take the opportunity to swap out for my Lantern. With that, we're going to go ahead and try and tank out whatever it's throwing our way. I'm pretty sure we should be able to survive just fine. It's Hurricane. We are A-okay. Alright, with that, Aisha. I meant to fire off a Surf there, but I'm sure we could just keep gathering energy there. With that, they're going to chuck an Energy Ball our way. Weather Ball our way, I'm sorry. And with that, we can go ahead and fire off a Surf their way. We're either going to clear a Shield or most likely clear the Pelipper. We do clear the Pelipper. Cool, cool, cool. And with that, the Medicham has returned, into which case we have a good amount of energy left, so we might as well fire as many Surfs as possible their way. First and foremost, get them well into the yellow. Go ahead and fire off another Surf their way. Hope things land okay. Get them well into the red, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap back in for my Rune Regis. I will go ahead and shield out here just in case it is an Ice Punch, because it still is super effective. It is Psychic, which in and of itself does quite a decent chunk of damage. And with that, their final mon is going to be a Charizard. And I just realized that they do still have both of their shields left, so this should be interesting. Let's see if we are able to fake them out with the Sand Tomb and now bring in the Shadow Ball. Yep, and we are able to take this Charizard right on out of here. And with that, we are now able to Shadow Claw the Medicham and secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright. Things are going actually better than I expected, I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright, but anyway. With this set, we are now 2 for 2. Let's go ahead and see if we can go for 3 for 3 as we go into our next match of this set, which is going to be up against Falcon the Brown. Alright, Falcon, what do you got? The first matchup is going to be up against an Obstagoon. Like that, I'm actually going to go ahead and swap in for my Lantern, who is going to be up against a Charm-wielding Ninetales. Okay. That should be interesting. That, we'll go ahead and fire off a Surf their way. And get a decent amount of damage in. Let's go ahead and try and survive Charm as best as we can and fire off another Surf their way. Either do good damage or take out a shield. To take out a shield. And with that, we're going to go ahead and shield out here. Oh, it's going to be Weather Ball, so I don't think we really need to worry all that much, but well, we are still dealing with the damage of Charm, which, while nerfed a little bit this season, is still packing quite a good punch on its own. But with that, we do manage to take out the second shield off of this Ninetales, so excuse me. All in all, I'd say that's a pretty good trade-off there. With that, the Ice is going to be super effective. I don't think it's going to do that much damage on its own, but just in case, I'd rather not take the chance, if you know what I mean. Ooh, okay. I definitely got greedy on that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got greedy. I got hopeful there. Ooh, and good to know Weather Ball actually does do quite a decent chunk of damage there. Alright, so with that, the yellow Ninetales has been cleared off the board. Now we have the Obstagoon to deal with. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Sand Tomb their way, get them a little debuffed there. And with that, we're going to swap in for our Alola Ninetales, into which case they swap in for their Frostlass. With that, I'm assuming they're going to be firing off a Shadow Ball our way. Pretty sure we should be able to tank it. Barely, but yeah, we're still alive. We're still kicking. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Dazzling Gleam their way. Get them well in the red. Ooh, but with that, they did have just enough energy left to finish off our Alolan Ninetales here. With the Avalanche, RIP, buddy. And with that, at the very least, we are able to finish off the Frostlass, but we do not have anything equipped to properly deal with the Obstagoon, so with that, I'm just gonna go ahead and fire off this one final Sand Tomb, because why not? And with that, they're going to be finishing off with whatever charge move they have at their disposal. It's gonna be Cross Chop. It's not very effective, but didn't really need to be. So yeah, first loss of the set and first loss of the night. So RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's all around. And hello and welcome to the stream as well, Bouldering Bert. Hello. And thank you for confirming that Meltan cannot be shiny from the mystery box. I kind of figured it's not right now because I feel like I haven't heard anything, but I don't know. I've been out of the loop of the like Pokemon Go news as of recent, so I don't know if there's been rumor mills floating around or something on Twitter floating around like, oh hey, surprise, Niantic decided to turn shiny Meltan back on for some reason. Yeah, like every once in a while, like during like certain events or something, they decide to turn on the switch and bring shiny Meltan back. But yeah, I was wondering because they were asking. I was like, I'm pretty sure there's not, but I don't know. It's Niantic. They could just like spring something like, oh hey, to celebrate Go Battle Day, Meltan shiny. Like, why? I don't know, but yeah. Thank you for confirming. Meltan is not shiny in the mystery box as of right now. Yeah, I feel like I would have heard a ruckus in Twitter if it was. Anyway. But with that, right now we are 2 wins, 1 loss. So we are still in the positive at the very least. And hopefully we're able to keep ourselves in the positive, go for that 3-1 as we go into our next match, which is going to be up against Pirate Mini Nips. Bringing in some personal information there, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, their first mon is going to be a Melmetal, into which case they swap out for a Trevenant, into which case I will swap out for my Alolan Ninetales. With that, let's go ahead and chuck a Weather Ball their way. Get that going. Clear out the Trevenant. And with that, ooh, they have decided to opt in for the Talonflame. Alright. They are still able to pack some good neutral damage with the Weather Ball, albeit just a little bit. With that, I may actually say goodbye to my Alolan Ninetales here, just to hang on to my shields as long as I can. Oh. All we did was just give him energy. We did a couple pop shots here and there, but otherwise, that pretty much sealed the deal for my Ninetales. RIP, buddy, you served well. But with that, we have brought in the Lantern to deal with the remainder of the Talonflame. They have actually decided to shield out that one, so good on them. So the Talonflame lives to see another day. With that, they've decided to bring back in Melmetal, into which case I'm bringing back Runerigus. First to take out a little bit of their shields there. With that, I may be putting a little bit too much risk on here, but I'm going to try and see if I can tank out this next one. It's going to be Rock Slide, so we're able to handle that just fine. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, their second their second charge attack was Superpower, which would have not been very effective, but just in case it's something I didn't account for, I went ahead and used the shield there anyway. And with that, I think I am going to go ahead and say goodbye to my Runerigus here for the sake of the shield. RIP. Oh. Similar story to last time. All we really did was just give him a little extra energy there. But with that, we say goodbye to our Rodriguez, R.I.P. We bring back not Talonflame. We bring back Lantern to deal with the Talonflame. And I believe they are currently out of shield, so we should be able to finish things off with this Surf. We do. We secured ourselves our 90th win in Go Battle League Season 13. And yeah. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so good news. No matter what happens in this next one, we do end this set in a positive win-loss ratio. But with one final match in us, we might as well see if we can end tonight on a 4-1 as we move on to this next match with Alguyen 201S. Alguyen? Something like that. Anyway. First matchup is going to be up against a Guzzlord, which tells me I should swap out for something else, into which case I swapped for Ninetales, they swapped for their Steel Pancake. All in all, a solid switch in. I probably should have expected it, but what can you do? Anyway, with that, the only thing we really got to be careful of is the amount of rocks that they're going to slide our way. Earthquake will probably do a decent amount of damage too, but I'm expecting rocks to be very prevalent in these next few moments. With that, yep, there it is. They got some rocks throwing our way. We survived the first one, but we're definitely going to want to shield the second one. That is for certain. With that. We got a little bit of time before they get enough energy for another rock slide, so we might as well use this opportunity to fire more weather balls their way, take out their first shield. Ooh, I mistimed that. So I'm unfortunately going to be sacrificing my second shield for this one. RIP's there. With that, I'm going to go ahead and bring back the Rodriguez, into which case they're going to bring back the Guzzlord. Oh, buddy. Okay. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Sand Tomb their way. It's not going to do much damage, but it does at the very least lower their defenses, if by a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and keep on spamming the Sand Tombs. Might as well. Don't have much else in our arsenal at the moment, so just gotta hope for the best, right? In any event, we're going to go ahead and succumb to this crunch. R.I.P. R.I.P. Rodriguez, you've served well. With that, we're going to go ahead and fire off a weather ball their way. Either clear the Guzzlord or clear a shield. We do clear the Guzzlord. Nice, nice. And with that, the final mon that we have to deal with is going to be a Lantern. What are the odds of that? That said, we are going to go ahead and swap in for our own Lantern. And with that, we are going to go ahead and chuck a Surf their way. I'm assuming we're taking out a shield here. Yep. And I'm expecting an Earthquake probably in our near future. I don't know if it's going to be enough to fully take us out, but it's definitely going to hurt. Oof. So with that, they've taken out the Lantern, but we do still have a little bit left in our Ninetales, but the Lantern does have a charge move at the ready, which is going to be finishing off our Ninetales here. So unfortunately, that's going to be loss number 2 of this set. RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. And once again, on a positive note, we do still end this set in a positive 3 wins out of 5. So with that said, I'll go ahead and claim this 2920 Stardust, this fast TM, and an encounter with Mepetite. Alright, we'll go ahead and catch this guy real quick. Alright, got a new meta type. It's not all that great, so I'm just using you for candies. Thank you. And with that, I'll go ahead and claim these rank rewards, into which case we have made it to rank 18. Ayo. And we got cool 3185 Stardust as well. So I say all in all, very solid, very solid. Okay. So now we started out the night very strong with a cool 5-0. And with our second set, we have gotten a respectable 3 wins out of 5. So not a perfect set, but we are still able to keep it in the positive. So I will take that. But now we are diving into the deeper 2500 CP waters as we take on the Ultra League. Like Great League, this is going to be a 2 sets. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for that. Or I guess if anything, for Great League, I was able to test out all the teams just to see how well they work and make adjustments if needed. But Ultra League, admittedly, I kind of threw all of these teams together kind of last minute. So your guess is as good as mine if they're any good. So we'll find out together. But yeah, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into basic rewards. We're going to jump into Ultra League. And first things first, we're going to start off with Cobalion, rocking double kick as well as Sacred Sword and insert other move here. hang on. Stone Edge, thank you. But yeah, otherwise we have Charizard in the middle, rocking Wing Attack as well as Dragon Claw and Blast Burn. And closing things out, we have Walrein rocking Ice. Powder Snow as well as Icicle Spear and Earthquake. So team is all set. Let's see how we do in our very first set of battles in Ultra League. At least for these days. Alright. We got ourselves our first match, and that match number 1 is going to be against Karlek 19. Alright, Karlek, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against NS Cavalier. And with that, they're currently hitting us with super effective damage, while we're only able to hit them with neutral damage in the form of okay, I swapped in for my Charizard to deal with the Escavalier, but they have swapped in for the Aggron. I was not expecting to deal with an Aggron today, but here we are. And with that, we do say goodbye to our Charizard there. RIP, buddy. The important thing is you tried. With that, I'm not sure what moves Aggron knows off the top of my head, so I'm going to go ahead and shield this one. It's going to be a Stone Edge, so we didn't really have to worry too much there. I think we actually had 4 times resistance there, but nevertheless, I will go ahead and strike back with a Sacred Sword real quick, and this should be able to finish off the Aggron at the very least. There we go. And with that, they are coming back in with their Escavalier. And I'm going to go ahead and shield out here because I'm assuming this next one is going to be a drill run. And it is. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Sacred Sword their way. Alright, and with that, we're actually able to get some pretty decent damage in. I'm surprised. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I'm surprised. But in any event, I'll go ahead and chuck one final Sacred Sword their way. At the very least, we were able to take out the shield, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap in for my Walrein, who's definitely not appreciating the counters, but I think should be able to handle everything else okay-ish. Okay is very subjective here, but I'm using the word okay very loosely, but the Walrein is still alive, so we're okay there. With that, we'll fire an Icicle Sphere. At the very least, finally get rid of the finally get through the rest of the Escavalier, and now we just have the altered form of Giratina to deal with. Right now, our ice moves are putting in a good chunk of work, but it looks like right now we are going to be saying goodbye to our Walrein here, as it has to take on a Dragon Claw. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, we're coming back in with the Cobalion, but unfortunately we are very low on health, so chances are we're probably not going to make it all too far through this. Ooh, nope. I was trying to go for the Stone Edge because I'm pretty sure Sacred Sword was not going to finish things off, but unfortunately we just did not have enough health for that, so RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Okay. So not off to the greatest of starts, but we do still have 4 matches left in us for this set. And with that, we're going to be jumping into match number 2 of this set against Dirge 0135. Pretty sure that's Dirge. Alright, and with that, first matchup is going to be up against a Pidgeot. With that, okay, they are going to be packing some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. Into which case, I'm also packing some pretty nifty neutral damage towards this Pidgeot. And with that, we'll go ahead and chuck a Sacred Sword their way. With that, let's go ahead and see if we can tank out this next one. I'm not sure if we can. It's going to be Feather Dance, so yeah, we're able to handle that just fine. We do lose a good chunk of our attack, though, which is rather unfortunate. But with that, let's go ahead and chuck a Stone Edge their way. See what they're expecting. Ooh, okay. And with that, we are able to land the Stone Edge, and we are able to launch one final... Excuse me. We were able to launch one final double kick their way to get the Pidgeot out. Anyway, we are currently Lucario v Charizard. Just kidding, we are now Charizard v Umbreon. Like that. And we were able to take the shield with I'm blanking out hard. We took out their first shield. They hit us with a foul play. It actually did quite a decent chunk of damage there. But nonetheless, with that, I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Dragon Claw their way. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap in for my Walrein, who should be able to tank out at least this very first foul play. I'm going to handle that just fine. With that, they are coming back in with the Lucario. Into which case... Okay, we are able to get to the Earthquake before they get to any of their charge moves, so we should be able to one-shot the Lucario right on out of here. Yep, there we go. And with that, now all we got to take care of is the remainder of this Umbreon. Let's go ahead and fire off an Icicle Spear their way. We'll get them well into the red. And with that, I think we are going to be saying goodbye to our Walrein here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. And with that, I'm going to swap in for my Cobalion, who is going to be using this shield because I'm pretty sure, even if it is foul play, I'm still not going to survive, most likely. But with that, we do have Sacred Sword charged and ready to go, so we'll go ahead and fire that off, and I believe, yep, that is enough to finish off the Umbreon and secure ourselves our first win in Ultra League, and our first win in this set. GG's all around. I think this Magikarp pad is squeezing my brain. The thoughts are gone. The thoughts are all gone. Anyway. So right now we are currently 1-1 in this set. Let's see if we can tip the scales in our favor. Get that 2-1 as we go into our next match, which is going to be against Leandroidi 2016 or 2061. Not 100% sure. Anyway, first matchup is going to be up against an Articuno. that, we are able to dish out some pretty nifty neutral damage their way, while we are able to resist their icy winds. If anything, Hurricane might be a little bit concerning since it's able to pack some pretty nasty neutral damage in and of itself. But otherwise, I think we should be okay. Let's see. Can we survive? Oh, it's Icy Wind. Icy Wind, we're definitely able to survive. Okay, so we're good, we're good. Probably going to want to shield the next one, though, because they've been storing up a lot of energy, so not sure what to expect. With that, ooh, we are able to take out their second shield there, so that's kind of nice. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out this next one. It is going to be a Hurricane. There's some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. And with that, they're coming in with the Cresselia, into which case I'll be coming in with the Walrein. It is the battle of neutral damage out here. And with that, first and foremost, go fire off an Icicle Spear. Does virtually nothing to the Cresselia, unfortunately. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and try and tank out their next move. It's gonna be Grass Knot. Ooh, okay, that's a little concerning. Okay. I may be saying goodbye to my Walrein here. I'm not sure if I'm ready to give up on my last shield just yet. Let's hang on to the shield. I think we're going to be taking out another Grass Knot. Yep, it's going to be another Grass Knot. Oof, gets us well in the red. With that, we can fire off one final Icicle Sphere just to get that off our chest, you know? And with that, ooh, let's switch back in for our Cobalion. And with that, we can go ahead and chuck a Stone Edge their way. And maybe kill off the Cresselia? Ooh, we do. Okay. There we go. The Cresselia is right on out of here. And with that, the final mon to deal with is going to be a Lapras. And let's go ahead and chuck another Stone Edge their way. Get some good damage in there. There we go. And with that, we do have enough for a Sacred Sword, so let's see if we can get some enough damage in to finish off the Lapras. Maybe. Yes, it is. There we go. And with that, the last mon to deal with. We are back full circle against the Articuno, but before the match is over, they decided to call it a night. So with that, we are able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. And I need water. Okay. Alright, so now we are in the positive. 2 wins, 1 loss. Let's see if we can secure ourselves a positive win-loss with this next match, which is going to be against Toyo 96. Alright, Toyo, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Charizard. So that is a nope right on out of there. For sure, for sure. And with that, they're going to be swapping in for the Ampharos. Oh my. And with that, we're coming in hot with the Blast Burn. I think I am actually going to be saving my shields for later on. RIP Charizard, you have served well. With that though, I'm going to be coming in with the Cobalion, in which case I'm once again going to be trying to tank out whatever move they're throwing our way. So once again, going to be Thunder Punch, and Cobalion's able to handle that just fine. Alright, so with that, the Ampharos is out of here. We have Charizard coming back. Also realized it's a Party Hat Charizard. Party Hardy. With that, let's go ahead and chuck a Stone Edge their way, see if they're expecting it. Ooh, they are indeed expecting it. Okay, that's fine. We're fine here. Everything's fine. With that, we'll go ahead and chuck up our first shield. with that, it's gonna be Dragon Claw. Okay, they got me. They baited me good. With that, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and throw out my second shield here because I think they've been building energy up for a while. Yep, it is gonna indeed be Blast Burn. So rather not take that as if I can help it. I'd rather not. Thank you very much. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off Sacred Sword their way. And with that, I'm gonna swap in for Walrein, who is gonna be, I'm assuming, tanking out a Blast Burn. Looks like I didn't really need to sacrifice my Walrein here, but here we are. Anyway, Walrein is still able to handle the Blast Burn pretty well, so we're still hanging in there. We're still hanging strong, and we're still able to fire off an Icicle Spear their way, get some pretty good neutral damage in at the very least. And with that, they're going to be swapping in for Crobat. Okay. Very interesting. With that, we're going to fire off an Icicle Spear, and with that, we are able to get some pretty good damage in. Let's see if we can get one more. Ooh, unfortunately, that would be a no. And with that, they're going to fire for Poison Fang. Finish off our Walrein there. RIP, buddy, you have served well. And with that, let's get a little extra energy. Okay. Let's get the Stone Edge off. And let's finish off this Crobat. There we go. And with that, ooh, they did save up enough energy on Charizard. Oh, it does not have a party hat. I don't know why I thought it did. But with that, they fire off one final Blast Burn to finish off our Cobalion there. So close and yet so far. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, we came close, but unfortunately, that one ended in a loss. RIPs. But as of now, we are currently 2 wins, 2 losses. One final match determines if this is a positive win-loss or a negative win-loss. So, fingers crossed, it leans more towards positive. But ultimately, we'll just have to wait and see as we go into our final match against Jimbo X01. Jimbo X01, I guess. Anyway. First matchup is going to be up against a Shiny Flex Charizard, into which case I'm going to swap in for my own Charizard. I'm assuming it could be possible that they're going all in with a Blast Burn. They are indeed. Ooh, gets me well into the red. And with that, ooh, they perfect swapped into a Giratina there, who's going to be tanking this Blast Burn like nobody's business. Alright. Can I get to... Yep, at the very least I can get to one Dragon Claw before my inevitable demise. So that's kind of nice. Alright, with that, they're going to be firing off a charge move there our way. I will go ahead and let my Charizard kick the bucket here. RIP, buddy. You have served well. With that, we'll go ahead and respond to their Giratina with our Walrein. We'll go ahead and fire off an Icicle Spear their way. Just get the Giratina right on out of here. There we go. And with that, we now have a Cobalion to deal with. Oh, buddy. Okay. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let it hit me with the Sacred Sword. That we're going to bring back our Cobalion, into which case we'll be up against their Charizard. With that, we now just have just enough energy and Stone Edge, but let's see if we can bait them with the Sacred Sword. Yes, we can. And with that, there's a possibility that they're baiting me with Dragon Claw. So, yep, they are baiting me with Dragon Claw. Alright, fair enough. We traded baits. Should probably know what's coming next then. A shield here because it could be possible they have extra energy for Blast Burn. They did. Okay. Coming in hot with the Blast Burn. And with that, we're going to come in equally hot with the Stone Edge. And with that, we're actually able to catch them with the Stone Edge. I'll take that. Thank you. And with With that, it's Cobalion v Cobalion, but they're able to get to their Sacred Sword first. Gets me well into the red there. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off our own Sacred Sword to their way. Clear out the shield. I should have tried and waited for Earthquake. But instead, I've opted to fire off an Icicle Spear their way, which is not going to do all too much, but, you know, it is what it is. And with that, we are going to be saying goodbye to our Walvin here, and I'm not sure if I have enough health or energy to fire off Sacred Sword towards their Cobalion. Unfortunately, that is a no. I needed one more double kick, and unfortunately, that one double kick costed me my 1 HP. So unfortunately, we're going to be starting out with a negative win-loss here. So double RIPs. But nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, at the very least, we are able to claim this 3080 Stardust, as well as this Stone. That's kind of nice. And with that, we've ever so inched our way closer to rank 19, and got ourselves a respectable 2940 Stardust. So, all in all, not too bad there, at the very least. Yep. Formatting, sorry. There we go. Alright, so right now in Ultra League, we are currently sitting at 2 wins out of 5. Not particularly the greatest place to be, but it's not the worst, so. The world's most okayest place to be in terms of win-loss strategies. It's like it's not quite passing, but it's not, you know, horrifically failing, I guess. I guess that's the way to put it. I guess it's like getting a D+. It's like, technically, no, you didn't pass, but it's not an F, so I'll take it. D's get degrees. Anyway, moving right along. Alright, so while we may be starting out with a negative win-loss ratio with 2 wins out of 3, you know, again, the night is still very much young. We do still have a couple more teams in Ultra League to test out, so hopefully they hold up well. It's the only way to find out is to jump into basic rewards, jump into Ultra League, and first and foremost, we're going to be starting out with Dragonite, rocking Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw, and Superpower. In the middle, we have ourselves Samurott, rocking Fury Cutter, as well as Mega Horn, I believe, and Hydro Cannon. And closing things out, we have ourselves Snorlax, rocking Lick, as well as Body Slam, and Earthquake. Alright, so the team all set up. Let's go ahead and jump into our first match of this set. Alright, that match number 1 is going to be up against Kirusius. Alright, Kirusius, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against an Articuno, which tells me I should... Nope, right on out of there and swap in for my... I swapped in for my Snorlax, who is now up against a Sirfetch'd. And with that, we are taking some pretty nasty super effective damage from this Sirfetch'd, but at the very least, we're able to dish out some pretty good neutral damage towards that Sirfetch'd. Let's see if we can tank out this next one. It's going to be Leaf Blade. Ooh, does get us well into the red, which is rather unfortunate. And with that, unfortunately, we're not able to get to our Body Slam, but at the very least, we should be able to. At the very least, I think the Sirfetch'd should be on neutral ground there. So. RIP Snorlax. I did bring in the Samurott, but just like Fury Cutter is not doing me all too much favors, and is actually going to be costing me my shield anyway. So more RIPs there. But with that, they bring in the Cresselia in which case we do have Mega Horn to fire their way. Does look like they're able to shield that one out. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and shield again because Cresselia can know Grass Knot. Probably best not to try and tank that. Thank you very much. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring back Dragonite, who's going to be trying to survive as best they can against the Articuno. And not really the greatest of circumstances for my Dragonite, but here we are. With that, we'll go ahead and fire for Dragon Claw their way. At least get them well into the yellow. And with that, I'm assuming they're going to be firing off an Icy Wind. Yep, there it is. Like that. Let's go ahead and fire a Hydro Cannon their way. We're either going to take out the shield or we're going to take out the Articuno. It's going to be the shield. I'm going to fire another... I probably could have waited a little bit, considering I think we're able to handle Articuno's attacks much better than Cresselia's Grass Knot, so that's a bit of a bad call on my end. Apologies there. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure, yep, Cresselia's finding the Grass Knot, which does finish off the Samurott, so unfortunately RIPs there. But nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. So not off to a particularly great start once again, but like previous matches, even though we've lost the first set, we do still have 4 more matches in us, so always have a good opportunity, always have a chance to turn things around, and hopefully we actually get the chance to do so. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we're going to be jumping into our next match, which is going to be against Tonchin Tomoya, I think. I apologize if I butchered your name horribly. But with that, we're going to be battling out against a Charizard. With that, I'm pretty sure the only thing we really need to worry about is the fact that their Dragon Claws are probably roughly equally spammy as ours. Excuse me. I will go ahead and see how well my Dragonite is able to handle. Probably not something I want to try and deal with again, but you know, we were able to hold out for I'm at a loss of words right now. I'm sorry. Sorry, my commentary is getting a little all over the place. But anyway, we shielded out their second Dragon Claw. We were able to fire off our Dragon Claw and able to Dragon Breath their Charizard right on out of here. So with that, the next mon that we need to deal with is going to be a Trevenant. And to which case, I will go ahead and respond with my Snorlax. And with that, they have opted to switch out for the Scrafty, into which case I am going to swap out for my Samurott. I'm assuming this next attack is going to be a Power-Up Punch. Yes, it is. And with that, we can begin the Hydro Cannon spamming. Sure. Hydro Cannon spamming. Get them well into the yellow there. And go ahead and fire off another Hydro Cannon their way. And I think they shielded that one. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure they shielded there. I will go ahead and shield up this one. It is going to be Foul Play. Probably could have done some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. And with that, we'll go ahead and try and see if we can finish things off. Yep, with one final Hydro Cannon their way. And with that, we'll go ahead and swap back in for the Snorlax. Unfortunately, we don't have any charge moves that can do damage to the Trevenant, but fortunately for us, or actually no, we do have Earthquake on us. I think that's still resisted, but it's not as resisted as like Superpower or Body Slam is. So that said, we'll go ahead and fire off the Earthquake their way, and hopefully it's able to do just enough damage to get the Trevenant right on out of here. Nope. It gets them well into the red though, and with that we're able to lick the Trivenant right on out of here and secure ourselves a victory number 1? Victory number 1, I think, of the set, yeah? Yes. Sorry, my mind is all over the place tonight. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're ready. We are 1 win, 1 loss of this set. So now is the time to see if we're able to tip things towards a positive win-loss as we go into match number 3, which is going to be up against Brandon Senin. Alright, Brandon, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against an Obstagoon. Alright. That's going to be a battle of neutral damage, first and foremost. With that, they're going to hit us with the Night Slash, into which case I'm going to respond with the Dragon Claw. With that, we're able to take out their first shield there. And with that, I'm going to try and tank out their next attack as well. Probably going to get us well into the red, but you know, we're still kicking for the most part. Ooh, and with that, they've swapped out for the Cresselia, into which case this superpower is not going to do all too much if he's there. But with that, we can go ahead and swap in for our Snorlax, who should be able to handle maybe like 1 or 2 charge moves Cresselia throws our way, and is able to dish out the Body Slam Spam, which doesn't do all that much damage, but nonetheless. Hence the spam. Event Cresselia coming in hot with the Moon Blast, but we're able to handle that just fine. Excuse me. And then we'll go ahead and fire off another Body Slam their way. Get them well in the red. Nice. And with that, I'm assuming it's going to be another Moon Blast, which should get us deep in the yellow, if anything. But, oh, nope, right at the red. And with that, they're bringing back the Obstagoon. Into which case, I am going to go ahead and fire off a Body Slam their way. And with that, they're actually going to go ahead and shield out to there. Perfect. Gives me an opportunity to bring in Samurott. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and start using up my shields here, because I kind of want to keep my last 2 Mons alive, or my only healthy Mon alive as much as I possibly can. Actually, I'll go ahead and keep this one just in case. Okay, it's going to be Obstruct, which works out perfect for me. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Hydro Cannon their way, just get this Obstagoon right on out of here before it causes any more mayhem. Excuse me. And with that, their last Mon is going to be the altered form of Giratina, which makes me very glad I saved that shield, because that's going to be very handy very quickly. That. Okay, first and foremost, we're going to be saying goodbye to our Dragonite here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. Ooh, and with that, they've done the same. They've caught my Samurott with their Cresselia. I can respect that. And with that, can I get to another Hydro Cannon? I cannot. Oh no. And with that, we're bringing back the Snorlax, but unfortunately the Snorlax is going to be losing to this Dragon Claw. Big RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's are all around. Oh boy. This is why you playtest teams before you go live. Anyway. But nonetheless, right now we are currently sitting at 1 win, 2 loss with this two losses with this team. But we do still have 2 matches in us. Let's see if we can tie things back up again. 2 wins, 2 loss as we go into our match number 4 against Wero Loco. I think that was 333. I think there was a 2 there somewhere. I don't remember. Anyway, our first matchup is going to be up against a Talonflame. Which is the only thing we really need to worry about is their potential use of Brave Bird. Go ahead and chuck a Dragon Claw their way. They do decide to shield out there. The fact that they're still here gives me a sneaking suspicion that there's a good chance that they're trying to throw a Brave Bird my way, so I'm going to go ahead and shield out here. It's going to be a Flame Charge, so you didn't need to worry there, but they are attack boosted now, so consider this me being extra paranoid right now. I should have figured. But anyway, we'll go ahead and fire off another Dragon Claw their way. We get them well in the red. Nice, nice, nice. And with that, we swap out for Snorlax just in case they had enough for Brave Bird. But with that, we were able to lick the Talonflame right on out of here. A little weird way to put it, but it is what it is. Anyway, now that Snorlax is out, we have to face off against the Shiny Flex Venusaur. With that though, they are still 1 shield above me, which is a little concerning. Hopefully we're able to even that out soon. Nonetheless, they fire off a Frenzy Plant our way. And with that, they are swapping in for the Swampert. Which means I'm going to fire off a Body Slam their way. It is a Shadow Swampert also. I'm assuming this next Hydro Cannon is going to hurt quite a bit. Excuse me. So RIPs to my Venusaur there. Venusaur. My Snorlax there. Okay, anyway. With that, we'll go ahead and swap right on in for our Samurott. We should be able to handle their Hydro Cannons well, as to whether or not we're able to handle their other charge moves well. We'll find out. We'll find out. And with that, let's see what their other charge move is going to be. It's going to... Oh, no. They're going to be firing off Hydro Cannons. Still not very effective, but does get us one in the yellow. I'm assuming this is going to be Hydro Cannon number 2, which I'm pretty sure we should be able to survive, albeit barely. So the Samurott lives to see another day. We'll go ahead and fire for Hydro Cannon. Get the Shadow Swampert right on out of here. And with that, we're going to go ahead and swap right on in for the Dragonite, who I'm assuming is going to be trying to tank out a Frenzy... Oh no, it's going to be Sludge Bomb. Ooh, okay. Well, consider me to be very off my prediction games today. So unfortunately, the Sludge Bomb does finish off the Dragonite, and Samurott is Vine Whipped away. So unfortunately, we were not able to seal the deal there. So RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's all around. And that does mean that this set is unfortunately going to end in a guaranteed negative win-loss with 3 losses and 1 win. But we do still have 1 match left in us, so at the very least, instead of a 1 win out of 5, maybe we can get 2. Only one way to find out as we move into our final match of the set against Andy 18 PK2. Alright, Andy, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Ludicolo. Okay, so we are able to handle their charge move very well, but it's a matter of whether or not we are able to handle their fast move pretty well, but it's a matter of whether or not they have a pretty nasty charge move waiting for us. With that said, I'm not going to give him the chance as we go ahead and swap right on in for a Samurott. It is going to be Ice Beam. I do remember them having that correctly. That's good. With that, we'll go ahead and hit them with the Fury Cutters and fire off a Hydro Cannon their way before they can get to any potential Grass-type charge moves that they might have. There we go. Ludicolo is right on out of here. And with that, the next mod to deal with is going to be a Cresselia. Probably should have fired off the Mega Horn, because I'm pretty sure they believe Cresselia is tanky enough to survive no matter what. Yeah. Anyway, with that, I'm going to go ahead and fire off another Hydro Cannon their way, and I think this one should be able to take off the shield. Oh no, that's just going to provide more damage. Okay. That's fair, that's fair. But with that, they've actually decided to swap on out for their Shadow Drapion. Interesting, okay. Then we'll go ahead and fire off another Hydro Cannon their way, and with that, I'm actually going to swap out for my Dragonite. I'm assuming this next one's going to be Crunch, and it's probably going to hurt quite a bit, but yeah, we're hanging in there. Albeit barely, but we are hanging in there. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Dragon Claw their way. Ooh, clear out the... not Cresselia. Clear out the Drapion. And now all we have to deal with is the Cresselia. I will go ahead and let my Dragonite bite the dust there. RIP, buddy. You have served well. With that, we swapped in for the Snorlax, but they have decided to call it a night. So with that, at the very least, we're able to end this with 2 wins out of 5. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so again, not particularly the greatest of win-loss ratios, but it's not terrible. And also still gets us this 3080 Stardust, as well as this Silver Pineapple Berry. And it once again inches us ever so closer to rank 19. So with that, GG's once again. And it does give me the opportunity to just copy this and paste it here. And there we go. Yeah, while these 2 sets in Ultra League were not the greatest, at the very least we remain consistent, so I'll take that as well. So yeah, just to recap what has happened so far, we've started out the night in 2 sets of Great League battles, with starting out strong with 5-0 and then ending with a not as great, but still respectable 3 wins out of 5. Then we jumped into Ultra League, into which case we've consistently met 2 wins out of 5, which is not particularly ideal, but it is still, you know, I'd still say it's borderline respectable. So far, so okay. Nah, so far so good. The time has come for us to enter into the deep end, the bottomless pit, I guess, that is Master League. So admittedly, none of the mons that I have are fully maxed out at all. They have entered into the XL Candy range, so you know, they're beyond the Master League Classic and Master League Premier Classic range. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter now because RIP Classic Series. Sorry, but yeah, they're in the deep end now, but they haven't reached their fullest potential. So hopefully they have just enough power in them to get some, you know, hold out pretty well against the competition. But with that said, let's go ahead and see what competition we're dealing with as we jump into basic rewards, jump into Master League, and starting things out, we have Dragonite rocking Dragon Breath as well as Superpower and Dragon Claw. In the center, we have our best buddy Gyarados rocking Dragon Breath as well as Crunch and Aqua Tail. And closing things out, we have Dialga also rocking Dragon Breath. Just a full-on Dragon Breath crew right here. But Dialga's rocking, I believe Iron Head Yes. And the Draco Meteor. Anyway. Yep, so this is the team. Let's go ahead and jump into our first set and see how we do. Alright, first match in Master League is going to be up against Jimmy Bunch of Numbers. 113, 453. Jimmy, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against a Dialga. Oh, buddy. Here we go. That the Dialga is putting in the work today on my Dragonite. With that, let's go ahead and waste no time. Fire off a superpower and hope and pray for something good. Ooh, we actually do manage to get in good damage there. With that, I'm going to go ahead and swap in for my Gyarados, who, if it's Iron Head, should be able to handle that just fine. It is indeed Iron Head, and we're able to tank that out just fine. With that, though, they're going to be responding with a Etherean form of Landorus. In which case, I am going to go ahead and fire off an Aqua Tail their way. Get some pretty good, super effective damage there. With that, I am going to go ahead and shield, since it seems like Gyarados is putting in some good work today with Stone Edge, so very thankful I shielded there. That. Let's see if I can... Ooh, no, I'm not able to finish off the Etherean Landorus with Dragon Breath. I'll try tank it. It's going to be Stone Edge again, so we're not able to tank that one, unfortunately. But with that, we're able to bring in our own Dialga and finish off the Landorus just in time. So with that, we are going to be bringing in Exadrill, who is packing Drill Run and Stone Edge again, I think. Oh, Rock Slide, I'm sorry. That does not make me any more comfortable, if I had to be honest with you. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off Superpower again. I'm pretty sure they're going to start using shields here, though, so this could be all for naught, but might as well, just in case they're feeling cheeky about it. But in any event, this is going to be goodbye for my Dragonite here. R.I.P. buddy, you have served well. We're going to come back in with the Dialga, who I think is going to be trying to tank out a Drill Run next, I believe. It's going to be a Drill Run. Oof, packs in that nasty damage there. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off an Iron Head their way. I think it's going to be resisted, but who knows, it might pack some decent damage in. Or they're going to use their final shield. I probably would have as well, just to keep their Exadrill alive as long as possible. So, unfortunately, that does mean we are starting out with a loss there. RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so if that last match is any indication, this is going to be a very rough set. And unfortunately, this is my only Master League team, and I want to do this twice, so see how that goes. But anyway, speaking of twice, second match is going to be up against Big Hat Logan 2, who is once again starting out with a Dialga right from the get-go. My goodness. Oh, y'all just busting out the Dialgas like it's nothing. What in the world? Anyway, with that, we're going to go ahead and fire off a superpower once again. Let's see if we can catch him off guard once again. Nope, this time they do decide to shield out. With that, I'm going to go ahead and switch in for my Gyarados, who, once again, if this is going to be Iron Head, we should be able to tank out well. If it's Draco Meteor, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, it is Draco Meteor. It does actually kill off our Gyarados. And for some reason, there was ground-type damage there. And with that, the next mon is going to be Exadrill, not particularly ideal for us, but we can try and find a way to make it work. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off an Iron Head their way. We are actually able to get them well into the yellow, so at the very least we have that going for us. We will go ahead and shield out this next attack. It is going to be Drill Run, which would have done some pretty nasty damage in and of itself. I will go ahead and shield out again, because yeah, this would be... We do not want to try and tank out Drill Run, if at all possible. But unfortunately, we are going to be needing to try and tank out Drill Run. And I have a sneaking suspicion we're not going to be able to tank out Drill Run. Yep. RIP's there. With that, at the very least, yep, we are at the very least we're able to finish off the exit drill. So thankful for that. With that though, let's go ahead and fire off a Dragon Claw their way. I don't think it's enough to finish off the Dialga, unfortunately. It does get them into the red though, so that's kind of nice. But with that, they bring out their Zacian to finish off the rest of my Dragonite. And unfortunately, that does mean loss number 2 of this set. RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. This is gonna be a rough night. This is gonna be a rough night. Okay. Sorry. I don't know why I forced myself into Master League if I'm nowhere near prepared for it. I don't know. That's okay. We'll give it our best try. You know, we might as well try and stick it out. See how far we can go on this. See if we can at least get 1 win out of Master League. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be heartbreaking. But we gotta go for it. Okay, we don't have to go for it, but I want to go for it. That's some famous last words right there, but let's see if we can get ourselves at least 1 win out of Master League tonight. Let's see if we can get at least 1 win. If we get 1 win, we're golden. But until that time, we are currently 0-2 of this set, so we do still have 3 more chances for that 1 win. Let's see if it's possible with this next match, which is going to be up against Cheddar God. I think it's Cheddar God, yeah. Alright, with that, first matchup is going to be up against a Lugia. Ooh, that's a new one. I haven't seen Lugia ever, actually. With that, Lugia is hitting us with the Dragon Tail. In which case I'll strike back with a Dragon Claw along with my Dragon Breaths. And with that, actually, I'm going to go ahead and swap out for my Dialga. We should be able to handle any of the charge moves that they're throwing our way. In fact, we'll go ahead and try and tank that out right now. See how that goes. It's going to be Aero Blast. Resisted, but it still hurts quite a bit, not going to lie. With that though, they go ahead and swap out for a Genesect. Interesting. And with that, fortunately we are resisting their Fury Cutter. They are resisting our Dragon Breath, but it does look like we're able to pack a little bit more of a punch towards their Genesect, if anything. Or that's just my imagination, and I'm just really hopeful that things are turning out. Things are somehow turning towards our favor. Maybe, possibly. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Iron Head their way. Ooh, get them well into the red. Nice. And with that, we're able to Dragon Breath the rest of the Genesect right on out of here. Perfect. And with that, we have Lugia to deal with once again, into which case I'm actually going to go ahead and bring in my Gyarados. Considering they have 2 shields, I have a sneaky suspicion they might use one here. Yep, there we go. With that, we're able to survive with a little bit of extra energy there by the use of Aqua Tail. And now they have swapped out for the Buzzwole. Okay. With that, I think I should be able to... No, I am actually going to go ahead and shield out here. The main reason I want to shield out here is because I want to keep my Gyarados alive as much as I possibly can. Because I think Gyarados is my only proper ticket against Lugia. But it looks like my switch timer is not doing me too much favor. Oh, no. There we go. Switch timer coming in clutch. Maybe, possibly, hopefully. Find out as we... Okay. We are able to handle Lunge fairly well. And that we're able to Dragon Breath the rest of Buzzwole away. And that Lugia has returned. We have Dragon Claw at the ready. How much damage can we output? Well, we damaged it. With that, I'm going to go ahead and come back in with the Gyarados. Ooh, but it does look like we are going to be losing our Gyarados to this next charge move. It's going to be Sky Attack. RIP Gyarados. Do I have enough in my Dialga to finish things off? And I do not. Unfortunately, they did have double the charge moves. We came so close. But unfortunately, we just were not able to seal the deal there. RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so still bummed out that it was still a loss, but it was a very close loss. So I'll take whatever victories I can, right? Take whatever victories I can. Anyway. Actually, I might try see if Dialga runs the front better than Dragonite does. Because it could be possible that I'm able to catch those last minute steals with my last minute superpower. Who knows? One can dream, right? Anyway, let's see if this works out for us a little bit better as we move into match number 4, I believe. Which is got this Boba-Bic. Alright, Boba, what do you got? First matchup's gonna be a Landorus, so I don't want to stay here. I'm gonna go ahead and swap on out for my Gyarados. I'm going to need to use up my shields here, though, because Landorus is packing Stone Edge, and Stone Edge is basically a death sentence for me. With that though, they actually do swap out for a Shadow Dragonite, who is packing quite a punch, not going to lie. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off Crunch their way, and with that, at the very least, we were able to take out their first shield there. With that, I am actually going to go ahead and throw out my first shield here, just so that way we're able to continue to pack as much of a punch as we can towards this Dragonite. That we are able to get the Dragonite well into the red, but we do have one final Dragon Claw, so we'll go ahead and say goodbye to our Gyarados. RIP, buddy, you have served well. Excuse me. And with that, we'll go ahead and bring in our own Dragonite, finish off theirs, and either face off against the Landorus or face off against opponent number 3. Face off against opponent number 3 it is, and that opponent number 3 is going to be a Reshiram. Could be possible that Reshiram is rocking the Fusion Flare, which I'm not gonna lie to you, would be pretty interesting to see. I'm not gonna try and tank it, but we'll go ahead and see if we're able to. Okay, so the next move is going to be Crunch. Ooh, and with that, they actually swap out for their Landorus to fire off one final Stone Edge to get my poor Dragonite right on out of there. And with that, it's just me versus Theory and Landorus. Hopefully this next move isn't a one and done. I'm really hoping it's not. Oh, it's gonna be superpower. Okay. It hurts. It hurts a lot, but we're still kicking. We're still alive. We're still alive. But unfortunately, Fire Fang does finish this off before we get to Iron Head, so once again, we're getting closer to a victory, but we're just not able to finish it. So RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so we're 0-4. Nowhere near a good place right now. But one match. All I want is one win. Can we get it against Kurokage? This is it. Our last chance at this. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. First matchup is going to be up against a Swampert, into which case I'm going to swap out for my Gyarados, which is going to be up against their Shadow Snorlax. And with that, I'm just going to try and fire off as many Aqua Tails as I can their way. I'm assuming they're going to be firing off as many Body Slams as they can our way as well. So Let's see how that goes. Okay, we're able to tank out that one, but we'll see. We're probably going to want to shield the next ones that come our way, if anything. That we're going to fire off another Aqua Tail, and with that they are going to go ahead and shield out of that one. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and respond in kind by using my own shield against their Body Slam. Alright, with that... Once again, firing off an Aqua Tail. Do we do decent damage to the Snorlax? Do we take a shield? We do decent damage. Okay, okay. And yep, we do enough damage to finish off the rest of the Snorlax. I'll take that. And with that, ooh, they're coming in hot with the Lugia. Into which case, I'm going to go ahead and bring out the Dialga, which is now going to be facing off against the Swampert. There we go. And with that, I went ahead and shield, but they went ahead and used a Hydro Cannon. I didn't really need to worry all that much. That though, we'll go ahead and fire off a Draco Meteor their way. Oh, they do decide to shield that though, so... with that, what are they firing off for? Oh, so this is going to be Earthquake, which is going to be finishing off my Dialga there. R.I.P. buddy, you have served well. With that though, I'm assuming this next one is going to be a Hydro Cannon. Yes, it is. Okay, we are able to Dragon Breath the Swampert away before they got to another Hydro Cannon, so we do have a decent amount of health to play with. And with that though, we do have to take on the ever bulky Lugia though, so this might take a while. And with that, we're able to get the Lugia well into the yellow. Ah, I just mistimed it. I was just about to switch up for the Gyarados, but unfortunately, yeah, Dragonite's getting taken out by that Sky Attack. And, oh, they actually have 2 Sky Attacks at the ready, so unfortunately, we were at a loss no matter what. So, unfortunately, that means 0-5. Well, what can I say? It happens. It happens. RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Well, that's definitely not doing any wonders for our YOLO, that is for certain. But, you know, at the very least, we got a respectable 2450 Stardust out of it, so I guess it wasn't a total loss there, but yeah, definitely not where I want it to be. I don't know. I think I just kind of had some sliver of hope that we would have been able to get at least one win out of Master League, but what can I say? It just wasn't meant to be. It just wasn't meant to be this time around. Anyway, we'll continue gathering Stardust. We'll continue gathering Candy XL, and hopefully we'll continue boosting this particular team so that maybe one day we will have a fully maxed out team that we can actually use for Master League. But until that time, I think I'm just going to avoid Master League like the plague. Just for now. But someday, maybe, hopefully, in the future, we can properly take on Master League. That being said, my initial plan was if, you know, we got at least some... I was kind of hoping... Well, my initial plan was for set number 6 to be pretty much the mirror of what happened in 1 through 5. So like Master League first, and then 2 Ultras, and then 2 Great Leagues. But considering what has just occurred in Great League, I mean in Master League, I just... No. I'm just... That's... I'm sorry, that's just not happening anymore. I'm not doing Master League. Not right now. Not in Go Battle League at the very least. I just can't. I'm sorry. Anyway, apologies for my mood, and apologies if I'm ranting a little bit. But you know, it's, what can I say? Anyway, what I can say is hello and welcome to the stream. Propikachu 55. Hello. Apologies, you have to come in to this, but you know, I appreciate the friend code. Yeah, if you like, you can give me one moment. I can, my friend list is currently full right now, so you have to give me one moment. One person has to be, unfortunately sacrificed. No. Well, I'm kidding, but I'm not, because, you know, I gotta clear out one space for you real quick. Give me one moment. Yeah, someday. I'm hopeful that someday we will be good enough for Master League, but unfortunately that day is not today. Sorry, it's heartbreaking. But anyway. I'm not sure if you're still here in the stream, but if you happen to be, well, Propikachu 55, if you happen to still be in the stream, I did send an invite your way, so, you know, maybe if you're ever up to battle, maybe sometime later in the stream, I'd be down, or maybe, you know, like later on. I'm always down to battle, but in any event, well, but yeah, sorry, let me get out of my emotional rut real quick. Okay, yeah, so unfortunately we were 0-5 in Master League, and it's got me mentally in a rut right now, but and we didn't really do all too well in Ultra League either, so I'm not sure if I want to do those battles right now. Yeah. You know what? At the very least, we're gonna forgo on the Master League plans for the remainder of this night and for next night as well. Yeah, I think we're just gonna avoid Master League for the Plague right now because we're just not ready for Master League. Just not ready for Master League. But we do still have some decent teams set for Great League, so at the very least, you know, we'll dive into a couple of sets of battles in Great League just to close out, or just, you know, to get ourselves out of this emotional rut. Hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood, it'll get us out of this emotional rut. But yeah, you never know really with Great League. It could go well, it could also end in an 0-5. You never really know. But hopefully, we get some decent numbers out of it. But yeah, Yeah, actually, let me go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and battle out in a couple battles in Great League, and depending on the time and how we do and all that, we'll see if we're feeling up to 2 final matches in Ultra League or if we're just gonna call it a night. So with that said, let me go ahead and jump right into these Great League battles. This time around, we're going to be starting out with Buzzwole up at the front, rocking, I believe it's Counter as well as Superpower and Lunge. Smack dab in the middle, we have Zwilus rocking Dragon Breath, as well as, I think it's Dark Pulse and Body Slam. I always get Dark Pulse and Foul Play confused as to whether or not my mons have it. I think it's Dark Pulse, but we'll find out. It's a Dark type charge move. That's all I can give you. But what I do know is that Frostlass is closing things out with a Powder Snow as well as Avalanche and Shadow Ball. So this is the team that we're rocking. Let's go ahead and excuse me real quick. Let's go ahead and see how this team does. Hopefully we hold up well. But we'll find out as we move into our first match against Ash Kemchu 247. Alright, so that first matchup is going to be up against a Aquafresh Obstagoon. Very cool to see, very cool to see. With that, let's go ahead and try and tank out this next move. I'm assuming we should be able to handle it no matter what. It's going to be Obstruct. Yeah, we were able to handle that just fine. And with that, we're actually able to counter the Obstagoon right on out of here. So we have that going for us. And with that, next mon is going to be a Tropius. In which case, I'm just going to go ahead and first and foremost fire this Lunge their way. Clear out a shield. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on in for my Frostlass. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and try and take out this next move because I'm pretty sure Tropius doesn't have any like one-shot moves it can use. That move that I use is going to be Stomp, into which case we are able to handle that just fine. But with that, they're going to swap on in for a Ferrothorn as their final mon. Interesting, interesting. With that, we'll go ahead and fire a Avalanche their way. I will go ahead and shield out this one just in case. Could be Packing Thunder, if anything. It is Packing Thunder. So I think I should have done that one. Go ahead and fire off another Avalanche their way. That would either clear the Ferrothorn or clear the shield. I think we do clear the Ferrothorn. With that, Tropius has returned once again. We do have another Avalanche at the ready, so we'll go ahead and fire that off their way. Okay, bring in the Avalanche, clear out the shield. Well, we might as well go ahead and use up our final shield here. Keep our Frostlass alive as long as we can. That the final move that they have in their disposal is going to be Leaf Blade. We were just about to fire off an Avalanche, but they have decided to call it a night prior to. So in any event, GG's all around. Alright, so good news. We have... we're able to start off well in Great League. Thankful that that is still something that we are capable of doing. Yeah. So right now we are currently 1-0. Let's see if we can get some momentum going. Maybe going for a 2-0 as we go into our next match of this set. Which is going to be against Emferato. Alright, and with that, first matchup is going to be up against a Metacham. With that, we're both able to resist our fast attacks. We're both counter-resistant, you could say. Anyway, with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Lunge their way, get some good neutral damage in, and actually reduce their attack, if by a little bit. With that, I'm going to try and tank it out. I think I'm able to tank out even if it's Psychic. We'll find out. Oh, nope, just kidding. That was not a particularly ideal move for me to do, but it is what it is. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here because I just realized the other move it knows is Ice Punch. I do not want to tank an Ice Punch. So with that, the next mon that we have to deal with is going to be a Brashudon. Alright, not a particularly ideal thing to deal with at the moment, all things considered. Anyway, we might as well give it our best try. With that, we're going to go ahead and shield out here. It's going to be a Stone Edge. Probably will pack some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. But with that, we'll go ahead and swap out for our Frostlass, who should be able to fire off at least one Shadow Ball. There we go. Towards the Bastiodon. Hopefully we're able to get some good neutral damage in before our inevitable demise. There we go. And with that, I believe we're going to be saying goodbye to our Frostlass here, RIPs. But hopefully, with this much damage, we're able to finish off the... Oh, nope, we're actually going to be finishing off, or we're going to be battling out the rest of the Medicham. Will we finish off the Medicham, or will we be taking out a shield? We are taking out a shield. Okay. Ooh, and with that, counter is able to finish us off, so unfortunately, they got us with the clean sweep on that one. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that unfortunate showing, we are currently sitting at 1-1. Yeah, let's see if we can go for a 2-1 in this next match as we go against the real Janice Joe. I never knew there were other Janice Joes, but good to know, good to know. Well, that first matchup is going to be up against a Chestnut. Just kidding, is going to be up against a Skarmory. Thought occurs, I don't really have anything that properly handles Skarmory, interestingly enough. Anyway, best bet for me right now is to bring in the Frostlass. Ooh, and very thankful I was able to use a shield there because they went in hard with the Brave Bird. Now that, we'll go ahead and respond in kind with an Avalanche, into which case they have opted to shield that one. And I guess with that one, they've decided to call it a night. Not 100% sure what happened there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, well, that was a very interesting way to get ourselves a win, but we are currently 2-1. Let's see if we can go, or a 3-1 as we go into our next match with Black Godo. Alright, Godo, what do you got? First matchup is going to be against a Galarian Zigzagoon, who is now gone. Next up is going to be a Love Disc, Shiny Flex, saw a little bit of yellow there. And last one is going to be a, oh, Shiny Flex as well. Shiny Flex Nidoran Male. Well, I don't know how to feel about that one, but we managed to secure victory number 3 of this set, I guess. GG's all around. Yay. I don't know how to feel about that, and I guess in a more positive way. Because I mean, it is a victory, and victories always feel good, but that was a very unusual team to win against. And anyway. On the plus side, we're ending this set in a positive win-loss, so got that going for us. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to our final set of this match, which is going to be against somebody. Excuse me. Right. Oh, our last match is going to be a Sat 4 Nas M. Alright, with that, their first mon's going to be against a Shadow Ninetales. Ooh. Go ahead and nope on out of there and bring in the Zweilous, into which case they're going to respond with a Shadow. Excuse me. Hypno. There it is. Into which case we should be able to handle... The only thing I can think of is maybe Ice Punch, but otherwise I think we should be okay. It's Thunder Punch, so we're able to handle that just fine. With that, we're able to get another body slam up and running. Let's go ahead and chuck that their way. Get the Shadow Hypno right on out of here. And with that, ooh, now they're bringing in the heat with the Shadow Machamp. Oh, buddy, okay. That's just to get our switch timer all set up and ready to go. Go ahead and bring back the Buzzwole against the Shadow Machamp. I am going to go ahead and shield here, though, just in case it is... well, just in case it was Rock Slide, but they've decided to use Cross Chop instead. With that, though, their final mon is going to be... Shadow Ninetales. I forgot about Shadow Ninetales. Alright, so unfortunately, both of my mons really don't want to deal with Ninetales in its shadow form. Oh, buddy. Okay. Well, okay. It's okay. That's, okay, at the very least, we can try and lunge at it, see if we can reduce its attack, if by a little bit. Okay. Ooh, but with that, they are able to get out the final Weather Ball. So, unfortunately, we are taking the L here. Yikes, that Shadow Ninetales, though. That got me good. Dang it. Oh, well, alright, peace. But nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. And with that, well, we weren't able to get a good ending out of that. We did still manage to get a very respectable 3 wins out of 5, so I still have the opportunity to claim this 3080 Stardust, this Silver Pineapple, as well as a Miltank. I will say, though, I take that 3 wins out of 5 with a grain of salt, mostly because the 3rd win out of that was against a team of 10 CP Mons. They were shiny flexes, though, so I guess there was that. But yeah, it was a little unusual, but I guess it is a win is still a win. So yeah, take that how you will. But anyway, oh, we also got our day bonus because it's midnight here. Anyway, we can go ahead and claim these rank rewards, and with that, we got ourselves a cool 3185 Stardust. Right. Alright, so to recap our night, excuse me, so far. Okay, yeah, I claimed this already. I was thinking like, huh, it's weird. Anyway, to summarize our night so far, we started out the night strong with 5-0 in Great League. Second match was also in Great League, and we got a respectable 3 wins out of 5. Sets 3 and 4 were both in Ultra League, into which case we got an okay-ish set amount with 2 wins out of 5 each. While we were consistent, unfortunately, they were consistently not the greatest. But speaking of not the greatest, set number 5 was in Master League, into which case we were absolutely unprepared for that. So consider this my official resignation from anything Master League until further notice. So yeah, that's going to be my salt for the rest of 2023. Or at least for the rest of Season 13, maybe. I don't... Or at least the rest of Go Battle Days. Maybe I'll try and take on Master League at the end of the season, if we have enough resources for that, but that's to be determined. But anyway, set number 6 was this past one in Great League, into which case we were able to come back strong with 3 wins. Or maybe not strong, but we were able to come back good. We made a good comeback with 3 wins out of 5, so I'll take that. Anyway, we have one final team that we can test out in Great League. And then we shall find out if we're feeling up to 2 final matches in Ultra League, or if we're just going to call it a night here. Yes, ultimately we'll find out. But we have some time to figure that out as we move into our next set of battles. Excuse me. We're going to jump right back into basic rewards in Great League, and this time around we're going to be starting out with Altaria up front and center, rocking... Excuse me. Okay. Rocking Dragon Breath as well as Sky Attack and Moonblast. We have the GOAT. We have Alolan Marowak rocking Fire Spin as well as Shadow Ball and Bone Club. And finally, to close things out, we have Vigoroth rocking Counter as well as Body Slam and Bulldoze. Right, so with the team set, let's see how they do against our first opponent of this set. Alright, so first opponent is going to be EV092 or EV092. However you want to go about it. First matchup is going to be up against a Galvantula. Unfortunately, we are able to only take some neutral damage from Galvantula, so we should be able to hang here for a little bit. With that, we do get to our Sky Attack, so let's go ahead and fire that off towards the Galvantula. With that, we are able to take out the shield. With that, I'm assuming they're chucking a Discharge our way, so let's go ahead and see if we can tank that out. Oh no, it's going to be Lunge. Oh, we're definitely able to take that out. Fortunately for us. We do lose a little bit of our attack power though, which is rather unfortunate, but it is what it is. With that, actually I'm going to go ahead and shield out here because we are starting to dip a little dangerously in our health here. And with that, we do lose a little bit more of our attack power, unfortunately, but we are able to Dragon Breath the rest of the Galvantula away, so we'll take that. With that, the next mon that we have to deal with is going to be the Steel Pancake. So I'll go ahead and fire off a Sky Attack their way, do virtually nothing. But with that, I'll go ahead and bring in the Vigoroth so we can get some good old-fashioned counter damage in here. And with that, go ahead and tank out this next move. Even if it is Earthquake, we should be able to handle it relatively okay. Okay, well... I think I overestimated the durability of Vigoroth there just a little bit. And anyway, we are now currently facing off against a Swampert, and we do have 2 Body Slams at the ready. We got the first one to connect. Do we get the second? We do. Oh, nice. Okay, okay. Now with that, let's go ahead and shield out this one, just because I think Vigoroth has a little bit more health left in. Yep, there we go. We did have just enough health left in to finish off the rest of the... Ah, shoot. Well, that's on me. That's on me, admittedly. I was thinking like, oh, I should be able to switch out Vigoroth to be able to keep him and then switch into Altaria, but the health got lower than I expected and the Vigoroth is now gone. So it is up to my Alolan Marowak to finish off the rest of this Stunfisk. I think right now it's chucking a Rock Slide our way, which we should be able to survive. Yeah. And with that, I think... Oh, we are actually able to finish off the Stunfisk with a couple of fire spins. There we go. And with that, we were able to secure ourselves first victory of the set. So GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so off to a great start. Let's see if we can keep this going as we go into match number 2 with Baby Brax 55. Alright, Baby Brax, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Scrafty. I think we're off to a pretty good start there. And with that though, they do swap in for Alolan Ninetales, in which case I have the opportunity to swap in for my Alolan Marowak. That, I'm going to go ahead and try and tank out their first move. Should be able to handle no matter what it is. Dazzling Gleam. It does do a decent chunk of damage on me, but we did stay in the green for at least 1 Powder Snow, so I'll take that. With that, let's go ahead and fire off a Bone Club their way. Get some decent damage in. Well, that was unfortunate. Trying to fire off the Bone Club, but unfortunately, it did not quite register there. And well, I guess until now. So I guess we were stuck in a CMP tie for a couple fire spins. I guess so. Anyway, Able to at least fire off the Bone Club to finish that off, and then now we just have a Jellicent to deal with. With that, I'm going to go ahead and use up another shield here. That's going to be Bubble Beam. In which case, I am now going to bring in the Vigoroth because Vigoroth does not want to. Well, how do I put this? Vigoroth may not have done much damage to Jellicent, but I think Vigoroth definitely does not appreciate having to deal with Scrafty more, which is actually currently what we're dealing with right now. But although we're both packing super effective damage with counter, respectively, but. And we do have the ever-trusty Body Slam spam. We got a little bit more damage in on that Scrafty. And with that, I'm assuming they're going to be chucking a foul play our way. Yep. That last Pock shot in, which is actually a little bit more than a Pock shot, admittedly. But with that, let's go ahead and fire off a Sky Attack their way. That they've actually decided to stay the course with Jellicent. I think they know. Okay, with that, let's try and fake out with a Bone Club, and hopefully I have just enough energy to get to a Shadow Ball. I do not, unfortunately. We are one fire spin short of a Shadow Ball, so unfortunately, they got the dubs there. But nonetheless, GG's all around. Became close. Close, but no cigar. Anyway. Right now, we are one win, one loss in this set. There we go. Let's see if we can go for 2 for 1 as we go against Cool Spa for our match number 3. Alright, and with that, first matchup is going to be up against a Shadow Venusaur. Just kidding, it's going to be up against a Lantern. In which case, I am actually going to go ahead and swap out for my Vigoroth. Should be able to tank out either Thunderbolt or Surf fairly well, I'm assuming. Although for some reason I keep overestimating the bulkiness of my Vigoroth. In any event, let's go ahead and begin the Body Slam spams. Excuse me. With that, I'm going to go ahead and check up a shield here. And keep the Vigoroth alive as long as I possibly can. Let's go ahead and fire for Body Slam their way. And with that, we actually do take out their first shield. So nice to see we traded shields there. With that, I may actually be saying goodbye to my Vigoroth here. Oh, nope, I remain alive. And keep the Vigoroth alive for a little bit longer just in case. And bring back the Altaria, who is going to be attempting to tank either a Thunderbolt or a Surf. It's going to be another Surf, so we're able to handle that just fine. And with that, we are able to Dragon Breath the Lantern right on out of here. And with that, we are now face to face with a Galarian Stunfisk. Not particularly ideal, but here we are. We do have another Sky Attack at the ready, so we'll go ahead and fire that off their way. And I think that should get the Stunfisk well into the yellow. Yep, it's right into the yellow. And with that, I think we're going to be saying goodbye to our Altaria here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. Oh no, you're still alive. I'm sorry. I prematurely RIP'd you. Okay, but now I think we're going to be saying goodbye to our Altaria here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. And with that, we're going to go ahead and swap in for our Alolan Marowak, who is now face-to-face with a Shadow Venusaur. with that, I definitely am going to go ahead and shield out here. It's going to be a sludge bomb. Actually, why did I shield? Excuse me. I resist everything that they have. I don't know what's going on in my head on that one, honestly. Okay, whatever. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and chuck another bone club their way. And with that... Alright, I think we were able to successfully catch their rock slide with the remains of our Vigoroth. Oh, catch their earthquake with the remains of our Vigoroth, so I'll definitely take that. R.I.P. Vigoroth, you have served very well. With that, we do have one final bone club that we can chuck at this STUNFISK, and with that, we've secured ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's, GG's all around. Excuse me. Alrighty. So now we are 2 wins, 1 loss, if I'm remembering correctly. We can check right after this. Or we can... Yeah, we can check right after this. Hopefully, if my math serves correctly, let's see if we can get a 3-1 as we go into match number 4 with Creed Dragon. Alright, Creed. What do you got? Alright, first matchup is going to be up against a Garchomp in Great Lake. Anyway, oh, they went in with a Celesteela, who is vigorously chucking some rocks our way. I will go ahead and shield out here because I'm not sure what Celesteela knows. Celesteela does Body Slam, so really didn't need to worry there. In any event, let's go ahead and chuck a Shadow Ball their way. Either clear out the Celesteela or kill out the... Okay, the answer is the Celesteela. We've cleared out the Celesteela. Alright, can I get to a Shadow Ball? I cannot. I want to save... I do not want to save my Marowak. Sorry, buddy. I thought about it. I really did. But... I'm going to save the shield. In any event, Altera has returned to take on the Garchomp, so I'll go ahead and fire off a Sky Attack their way, clear out their shield, clear out their first shield. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here, just in case they are packing Outrage. They are indeed packing Outrage. Okay, so with that, we're going to swap out for a Azumarill, to which case I will swap out for my Vigoroth. Counter may not be not very effective against the Azumarill, but we should be able to get some good neutral damage in with the ever infamous Body Slam spam. Excuse me. That the striking back with Play Rough, which does get me well into the yellow. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and fire off another Body Slam their way. That we're actually able to take out their last shield there, so that's kind of good. Can I get to another Body Slam before they get to? Yes, I can. Another Body Slam coming their way. And that, are they farming me down? A little bit. I think they probably have enough for one extra charge move at this point, I'm assuming. And that they brought back the Garchomp, which we were able to Dragon Breath down. And with that, we have just enough energy to fire off this Sky Attack, which, fingers crossed, is just enough, to clear out the Azumarill, get our 100th win in Go Battle League Season 13, and our 3rd win of this set. GG's, GG's all around. Alright, considering we have another match in the set, I think our math is pretty spot on. We are currently 3 wins, 1 loss, which means at the very least we are guaranteed to end on a positive win-loss, which is Nice. So with that, let's go ahead and see if we can close things out of this set with at least one more win. Get ourselves that coveted 4-1 as we go into our last match against Charlier. Something like that. And that first matchup is going to be up against a STUNFISK of the Galarian variety. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on in for my Vigoroth, who is now face-to-face with a Noctowl. Alrighty. With that, we should be facing some pretty nasty neutral damage from their Sky attack. But at the very least, we're able to provide some quick pot shots with our ever-trusty Body Slam spam. Alright, so with that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Body Slam their way. Ooh, get them well in the red. Perfect. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and shield out here just to keep my Vigoroth alive for, if by only a little bit more. And with that, ooh, they're coming in with Dragonite. It sounds like Dragonite. Okay, with that, it's a Shadow Dragonite. Well, I probably should not have switched now that I think about it. Probably wasn't the best idea. With that, I'm going to go ahead and use up my final shield here to avoid dying to the Dragon Claw. And with that, they're going to be coming in hot with the STUNFISK once again. And with that, they're going to hit us with some rocks our way, get us well into the red there. With that, let's go ahead and fire off a Sky attack their way. Quick pock shot, just do a little bit of damage. Might as well. Try a little something, yeah. Alright, with that, ooh, we actually do have enough for one extra, excuse me, Sky attack. That way we're able to get the Galarian STUNFISK deeper into the yellow at the very least. With that, STUNFISK is going to fire off a Rock Slide there our way, and with that, we'll go ahead and bring back the Vigoroth, but I originally assumed that they were going to fire off the Rock Slide the moment our next mon popped up, but they played it smart. I'll give them that. They played it smart. And with that, we do have to deal with the rest of the Shadow Dragonite, which I don't think we have enough in us to actually finish off, so I'm counting this as a loss, but who knows, maybe we might be able to pull off a miracle here. That would be a no. So unfortunately, that does mean we are ending this set in a loss. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Alrighty, so with that, once again, while we did end the loss, we did still end this set in a positive 3 wins out of 5. So I'll go ahead and claim the following rewards: the 3080 Stardust, the Sinnoh Stone, and this encounter with a Skarmory. Skarmory is always useful. There we go. Got ourselves a brand new Skarmory. How's your stats? Not the greatest. I will transfer you. Sorry, buddy. With that, we can go ahead and claim these rank rewards, in which case we are now halfway to rank 19. Alright, we got a cool 3185 Stardust as well. Alright, so with that, I think it is starting to get a little bit on the later side, so I'm probably going to go ahead and call it here. Also because we're kind of on a high note, so I kind of want to end on a high note. I have a sneaking suspicion Ultra League might not treat us all too nicely, so... But in any event, just to recap one final time, we started out the night strong with a 5-0 in Great League. Second set was also in Great League with respectable 3 wins out of 5. Sets 3 and 4 were Ultra League with a okay-ish, not as respectable, but okay-ish, 2 wins out of 5 each. So stayed consistent. Master League, we tanked hard with an 0 and 5. RIPs there. But with sets 6 and 7, we were able to come out with a respectable 3 wins out of 5 for each one. So all in all, we were at least able to end on a higher note than if we were to end on Master League. So I'll take that. But yeah, I think with that, that'll pretty much do it for this stream. Thank you very much to all of you who tuned in to this one. Thank you very much to Andrew, Trowbridge69, Bouldering Bert, and Propikachu55. Thank you very much for stopping by, hanging out in the chat. Always appreciated. But yeah, that pretty much does it for this one. Safe to say that if we were to do all 3 sets of these again in the near future, we're probably going to be omitting Master League, at least for now, because we are underprepared for that one, unfortunately. If you do want to check out our future streams, you can always follow us here on Twitch, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. Otherwise, if you do want other ways to catch up to or to keep up to date on our stream schedules, as well as just check out our daily happenings, you can always follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Voyaging Trainer. And lastly, for any Twitch exclusive streams like this one, if you want to catch up on the VODs for those, you can always check those out on our sister channel, Voyage Archives. Perfect timing. I guess with all of that said, thank you once again to all of you who tuned into this one, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. See you.